Welcome to our 5-minute leadership blog. We are currently looking at the leading of children's ministry, and we are in part 4 of this little mini series looking at key components that get your children's ministry really cracking. And so we looked at the personnel that you pick to run children's ministry, the philosophy of specializing rather than just making everybody do everything, putting people in their area of gifting, paying attention to parents. But then in addition to that, a key component is the small group dynamic. Entertaining children from a stage, ministering to them even in a big group will only go so far. It'll get a whole lot of questions going. It might get their interest piqued, but for them to grow, they need to digest, speak, be heard, know that they wanted, and that's where small group comes into effect. We have found that 1 in 8 is a great ratio. 1 leader, 8 children is a great ratio for a small group. We would recommend this. Don't rotate your leaders week in and week out. Get some sort of continuity going so that the child know who he's going to be his leader next week, and that what he told him he's going to do at school, he actually can report back and say this is what happened. For that to work, you've got to really invest in your small group leaders. Either give them a copy of the sermon that they've missed, or have a roster where they on 2, off 1, on 2, off 1, etc. But to have random allocation of small group leaders is not going to help, because children need to build that level of trust if they want to get deep in their faith. Small groups, critical. When a kid knows he's anticipated, he's missed when he's not there, and someone's really engaging, listening to him, he's going to grow. When you're looking at recruiting small group leaders, or recruiting anybody for that matter to be involved in children's ministry, this is one of the biggest headaches that children's ministry leaders have around the world. They say people don't want to get involved, they don't want to volunteer. It's like they want to hang with the big people. Well, firstly, the way to not do it is to get your pastor to stand up and say, gee, we need help. Why does no one help the children's ministry? Come on, we're going to have a sign-up table at the back. Or worse, people looked after you when you were little. Don't you think you should do it now, pay back? You don't want to get up and complain and whine and moan and beg people to be involved in children's ministry. It's a massive opportunity. It's a huge privilege. And so if you ever say anything from the pulpit, you're creating an opportunity for more people to get involved, to exercise their ministry, to be a blessing. But the best way to get recruits into children's ministry is to get the current leaders to invite friends to come and shadow them and be with them, for them to invite their friends. That's the way to do it. And so you want to invest in your leaders. You want to treat them pastorally. You want to give them donuts and coffee beforehand. Phone them during the week. Show an interest in their personal world, and really invest in them pastorally. And then they themselves, will invite their friends. And then another component which is critical to have children's ministry on the forefront, and volunteers involved, and people inviting their friends, because that's how children's ministry grows. Moms and dads talk to their friends about what their children are enjoying and say, come join us. So you need to keep it in the public domain. So maybe once a month, telling the whole church what the children are doing, showing a little video clip every now and again, bringing them into meetings if you have them out for most of the meetings, so that they are seen and they are heard, and to celebrate. What you celebrate, you will replicate, and what you celebrate, you will enforce as a key value in the church. Celebrate your children.